Hi guys, Henry Horror here. With me always is the punk rock brother man, Mr. Johnny Noise.
Hey guys, how you nurse the channel? Oh yeah, Henry, we got a real special guest. Uh, I've known this particular person for several years, and also we've also performed on stage. We played music together. So I'll let you do the introductions, and we'll it's be a real cool interview.
All right, tonight we are pleased to have with us Brennan, drummer from the Casket Kids. How's it going, Bren?
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me on here.
Oh, no worries, brother man. We've been hunting you down for a little bit. I said we got to get you guys on here. So we appreciate you, spending some time with us, man. Henry has some initial questions just to kind of kick things off, and then we'll just say, we just talk about whatever. So just kick back, enjoy the ride, put your helmet on, let's go. Should be
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
So, Brent, who inspired you to pick up the drumsticks and start playing drums?
Ugh, that's a hard question because I feel like it was so many different drummers I looked up to, but like when I was 3 years old, I don't really remember it that well, but my mom always told me just the typical, yeah, just he was playing on pots and pans, he might need a drum set. So I got my first one when I was 5, and my dad listened to a lot of ELO, Rush, older '80s bands with really cool just drummers, and that's what I've always listened to for music.
Oh,
Awesome,
cool. So,
awesome.
so some '80s and stuff. Rush, huh?
Oh yeah, Neil Peart was
Nope.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a tough act to follow, that's for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
Well, Rush has a new drummer, and I forget it's a woman, isn't it? It's a female
Yeah,
drummer, I think.
Yeah, I
yes.
That's
don't.
playing with Rush now, and pretty much kicking some ass too. I was like, oh, I saw a video, like really, just on it, you know. So like I said, it's uh, big shoes to fill from any perspective. Is any kind of Rush music is tough, you know. All their music is very intricate. Everything's got a specific time signature. The changes are crazy, you know. So that's pretty wild.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Henry. If I start blabbing, Henry, cut me off. So because I know I can go, brother. I can go.
that's, that's perfectly fine. Um, so with that being said, about influence wise, um, did you have any formal lessons when you were growing up, or were you pretty much self taught?
So I started a couple years just playing around and everything, but I took formal lessons from a North Alabama school called musicology. So Quentin was my teacher for about 10 years, and yeah, most of what I know is from him, and I have to credit him for that because he's an awesome drummer
Oh
Awesome.
wow,
in general.
wow, yeah. I didn't know that. Now we know. Now we know.
Mystery has been revealed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought maybe Animal from the Muppets or somebody, you know. So he's just
He just came down from a ship and just
yeah, 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 yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be cool.
Osmosis. Yeah, yeah. But I gotta say, Henry, uh, drum wise and overall performing wise, Brent is like the shit. He's a super good drummer, aggressive guy on stage and in the rehearsal studio. I mean, he's you know, but uh, the stuff that I've seen and the stuff that we played together, performed together, and stuff like that, he's definitely a pretty straightforward drummer, and just um, uh, it's like you see Bren and he gets behind a drum kit and he's like and he transforms to something else. It's like you know what I'm saying? Am I? It's like it's like he hits a switch and then just get the hell out of the way because he's gonna go. You know, but he's got really good chops and you're doing or you have done multiple styles of music. You know, uh, we'll get into that here in a second too. So you're not just a how can I put it? Like a one trick pony per se. You just you're doing a little bit of this, that, and the other, from from punk to some rock to some whatever. So you're kind of more versatile in your drumming. So I think anyway, because I've seen you play on both sides of the coin, with different bands. So I can contest to that. But I'm going to kick it back to Henry before I start blabbing on again. But
Okay. So so you play different styles of music, and we will get back to that. But one of the questions that I have on my mind is how did you how did you come to join the Casket Kids?
So I think it was on Facebook. I was just playing with a local band and trying to just, find other just different types of music to play for. And my
Uh-oh.
mom saw an ad that Christian put out
pretty
looking for a
good.
drummer. So I just auditioned with them, and it was pretty much from there. It would click pretty quickly. So yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, I remember. What was it? The first time we met? We met up. It was me, you, and then Paulie was outside, and that was at some kind of warehouse thing that they were practicing in. Was that?
Oh my God.
Remember that freaking place? It was
It's
like
that,
what again?
that storage space downtown that was so weird.
The storage place. Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get freaking murdered in here. Is what the hell's going on? This is before we started doing the SMC rehearsals in Scott's other place before he moved.
Yeah. It was
Yeah, so that was
yeah,
kind of a
it's just a sore thumb. I don't know how to describe it. Like,
yeah. It was kind of creepy. We were crammed in this little spot. But when we met Henry, it was outside of this storage thing. Paul pulls up. I forget what the hell he says. He's like, "Who the hell are these people?" I didn't know any of them other than I met Christian. We had like a lunch together in Scottsboro or something like that. So I had no idea what we were in for, and that was pretty interesting. So, yeah, that was crazy. So we were crammed in a storage unit, literally this little tiny room, couldn't even fit in there, and it was so loud. It was like deafening. It was deafening loud. But that's where we met. So I met Brennan in a storage unit. There you go. Put that on the record. We're good.
how big was the whole like place where the drum set was? Like probably 6 feet wide. Like it was so claustrophobic in there. Like
It was cramped. Well, I was playing outside the door. I couldn't even get in there. I was like, I'm not going in there.
I forgot about that. We couldn't even.
There's no way. There's no way I'm going to step in there. I'm just going to stay out of here. Screw that shit.
It was
Then we
cool.
graduated and started playing at SMC, rehearsing at SMC and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was some wild stuff.
Yeah.
That was definitely. Oh my god, that was crazy. But and then we did a lot of rehearsals, like I said, at SMC, and did a few shows and stuff, which is the normal circuit of stuff. But not to step on Henry's toes, but you also played with Drop Diver, and so you got Drop Diver and the Casket Kids, and you're 180 out on your music here. You know what I mean? So you got a Casket Kids or punk, and then how would you describe Drop Diver? It's tough to compartmentalize that group.
I know, because when I joined, it was pretty much a straightforward garage rock, like White Stripes, Strokes, just like all of that spectrum. But like Garrison, our singer, just been writing a lot of like just more acoustic-led songs lately. So we're trying to find a balance between that. But we're definitely still like a rock, alternative band.
Alternative, yeah. So you got horror punk on one side, and you kind of got this rock flow going, thing. And I've seen him, Henry. I've seen him, play with Drop Diver, and it's really good. I enjoyed that. That was at man. You guys played. I'm trying to think if it was we were. It was outside, wasn't it? At
Oh, are you talking
what's
about
the stage
Shags? When I
outside?
played like back to back?
Shags. I think back to back. Yeah. Yep.
I remember because it wasn't even. I think it was like barely April, and for some reason it was like 90 degrees. It was a very weird day, but it
Dude,
was.
it was sick hot. You do back to back performances. I was done after 5 minutes. I was like, holy! It was so hot on that freaking
Yeah.
stage, man. I got pictures somewhere, and everybody's in black. I'm like, son of a bitch. I was cooking. I was cooking. Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good show. We had a lot of fun. Scott had the cameras going and stuff. It was really good. I had a lot of fun playing that show. But Henry, I'll get back to you, brother.
Okay. Um, so speaking of the two bands, so my next question is: you have one band that plays this style of music, and you have another band that plays this style. W- Is it hard to like space separate you're playing in one from the other, or is it just like a natural split?
I do see myself like, in the back of my mind, just like while I'm playing, thinking, wow, like, am I playing the right style right now? Like, I don't really play the songs too differently if I go back to back, but yeah, there are some times where I just catch myself thinking that, just, how they're two different bands, but sometimes I just, play how I feel, and it seems to work for us. So.
That's awesome. Now my next question could there's probably going to be a couple of different answers to it because I'm a bit of a gear nut and a gadget hound. So usually when I get to ask this question, um, I get a couple of different answers. But when it do you have a particular drum set brand that you prefer? And I mean everything from the the brand, like say Pearl, to like Zildjian cymbals or Vic Firth sticks. I mean, what do you prefer equipment wise?
So for cymbals, I'm endorsed by Soul Tone, so I have a set of those. And besides that, I really like Pearl Tama drum sets. I'm pretty flexible with that as long as I just have like properly tuned heads that I can use. And I like a big thick snare for that body. But I'm pretty flexible besides that with drum sets and everything.
Okay, so let me ask you one more: Remo or Evans?
Remo.
Remo,
I
yeah,
like, but I've always just led, subconsciously, I guess, to Remo. So,
yeah. I actually bought a full piece. It was only like 450 bucks, but it's called Ashtor, and it came with just about everything. But the reason I went with it is because it also came with Remo heads, and most starter cheaper kits, you don't usually get a good brand like that. And every time I've gone to a drum shop, they either have one or the other. It's either Evans or Remo,
yeah.
and I usually go with the Remos. I mean, I'm no drummer by any stretch of the imagination, but I did buy a kit because I have a friend of mine named Chris that he comes over and bangs on the drums, and he can keep a pretty steady beat. So yeah, so I for that reason I decided to go with the Ashthorpe kit, which I that really surprised me that they went with such good heads on that because usually those cheaper drum sets they just throw you whatever.
Oh,
But
yeah. It's pretty solid.
Hmm. Yeah. It's uh, when you're tuning your kit there, you know what I mean? Because you got your toms and stuff like that, and so you kind of just go with the flow with it, or you go with like do you really get the higher pitched tom and just kind of segue it down to your floor tom? You know what I mean? Some people just tweak them down and go, or they'll actually run through the set and kind of get it set up where they want it. I don't know what your preference is when you're playing.
Yeah. I used to just like tune them just, like until the ripples went away. But Q taught me, McQuinton, that, yeah, it's just not really good for the drum heads long term. So I just do the cross thing, whatever you
The
call it.
cross.
Just,
Yeah.
I'm not very good at tuning, but I try my best.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a knack to it, for
It
sure.
is.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you. I'm lucky if I can tune a guitar. I'm not even going there. So I have no idea. I have no idea. So what is? I know you got the thing going on with the Casket Kids and stuff. You guys have put out some music recently. Uh, is it just digital, or are you gonna put it on vinyl or something, or you releasing singles according to what I talked to Christian, right?
We did, and we definitely going to have some physical media soon. We just haven't gotten to that yet. But
Okay.
it's out on digital platforms and streaming. So,
Right, right. Okay. Good deal. I mean, you got some new stuff, or you're revamping some of the current stuff that you guys play, or
or you mean like any of the older songs on this album?
yeah, like the stuff that I played back in the day with you guys. Yeah.
Um,
I know Midnight. He mentioned you guys did Midnight, right?
oh yeah, that's gonna be on. That's on the album.
On the right.
It's been a while, but I'm trying to remember what songs we played together. But I think it was a couple of songs that are on this album.
There's a Midnight, Good Day to Die, um, Werewolves Howl. Well, you did that at the Halloween show, Werewolves Howl, because my dumb ass jumped on a stage with a Wolfman mask, and oh yeah, Henry, it was ugly, brother. It was ugly, but yeah, things happen. But yeah, but there was another one. Through is it Through Kill? Or, I forget the name of all the songs anyway, so things singles are coming out, and then eventually you're gonna have different media so people can buy a physical copy of something.
For sure.
That's kind of plan. I think that's coming back. You know, it's great to be able to get your stuff out there initially via stuff like this and digitally and stuff whatever. But I think people are starting to revert back to they want something tangible in their hands. You know what I'm saying? So you got the cover art, you got this something they can physically touch, other than clicking a button and then you're on a screen and then you're gone. So I think vinyl's coming back pretty big, for sure. So I will definitely be in line to pick up something when you guys get it rolling. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to have something like that available so people can pick it up and then have it. If they want to spin it, they spin it, or a CD or whatever the case is. You know what I mean?
It's really the only way we can make money, just because streaming, like you don't make hardly anything off that, and people don't want to buy songs on iTunes like I do, because I'm that person that wants an iPod. But like, most people are just thinking of streaming in that way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all this has changed the music business from back when I was doing it. Without this, you had to go and buy a shirt or buy a 45, or back then it was cassettes. I mean, not but
And those are coming back. I've seen a lot of
oh really? Cassettes coming back?
artists selling merch staples. I imagine they're just cheap to produce. So
Yeah, yeah. They just don't last. Yeah, they suck. But anyway, yeah. I mean, back in the day, they always get sucked into the damn tape player, and you got to get a pencil and crank it back. It's just, no, I'm done. It was, you know what? Many cassettes are left on the dash of a car or something, and then it just melts the shit. You're like, son of a, I got to redo the whole thing. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. But I think that's good. We'll have to keep an eye out for what you guys put out, and then I'm assuming this is all done at SMC.
Oh, recorded and everything, correct?
Yeah. So Scott's got you guys covered. So yeah. Cool,
Yep.
cool beans, man. Yeah, he's getting things pretty tweaked in that studio with the whole drum surround and the microphones in all four corners, and I mean, I tell people this.
Yeah, it's so fun to play that big ass set. Like,
Yeah, and and I tell people, he's set up, man. Cameras, he can do live shoots. He's got smoke machines. You could do a whole MTV video in one shot. Everything's mic'd, ready to go. So it's definitely some pretty cool stuff happening there. But yeah. Well, I think we I was going on Sundays prior to you guys showing up. Then we get at it. But I'm on Saturdays now. But you guys have been rehearsing on Sundays, I think.
yeah, Sunday afternoons.
Sunday afternoons. Yeah, I took the first slot, so I figured you guys are still recovering from the night before, so I'll be there at noon while you guys are still sleeping. So, yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool, man. So, and then Drop Diver is kind of got stuff in the works. So he's just kind of taking a little break from doing stuff, or
We have a couple of songs that we've finished recently that we're wanting to put out singles soon, but we're just not sure the timeline yet. We're still kind of on a break.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes you got to take a step back or figure things out, or I mean, for a while there, the Casket Kids were hot and heavy. Every time I turn around, you're playing somewhere. I mean, Birmingham,
Oh,
here, I mean, you were all over the place.
yeah, we were playing a lot of shows last year. It was definitely trying to get our name out there.
Yeah, yeah. How was uh how was your trip to New Jersey?
Oh, that was an adventure.
Yeah,
It was, but it was, I mean, it was a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. You gotta talk to my cousin Steve because you were at Dingbats. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we
That's
still
like
getting to talk to Steve and all that, and he really liked us.
yeah. Yeah, it was like when Christian said we're going to New Jersey, I'm like, what? You driving to? And yeah, so good luck, buddy. I mean, it's a
We
almost 900 miles.
Yeah, we drove in February in a RAV4, and yeah, it was of course snowy as hell. Like,
Wow. You in a RAV4?
in a RAV4,
Yeah, like
windows.
everybody? Well, everything?
Yep, every single person. That's the other thing that happened because if our rental van fell through, so we were having to just cram into Johnny's little SUV, and yeah, that was a wild ride.
Wow. What about all your equipment and stuff?
Some of it was in the trunk. Some we held on to a little bit of it, and then some of it was just strapped on top, very redneck style.
Wow.
Wow, that
So,
sounds like a caravan right
yeah.
there.
So you guys Beverly Hillbillied it all the way up to New Jersey in the wintertime in a RAV4.
That part was gone.
Dude, fucking bravo, brother.
No
That's what I'm
kidding,
talking
man.
about. Son
They
of a
were doing all
bitch.
the lifting. I was just sitting there, just give them support. I guess. I don't
Give
know.
him
I was just
support.
like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Son of a
you don't want
bitch.
me up there,
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. I
right?
thought you guys got like a big van or something. It was like,
We were supposed to.
wow. You were supposed to have a van.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I could imagine Paul must have been cursing the whole way. Oh my God, that's funny. Well, you made it and you got back, so that's the main thing. You did
We
your
got to
show.
we got to meet some really cool people up there. Get to see some really cool bands. It was a
Oh,
really
awesome.
really cool experience.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. New Jersey.
And
Wow.
and we went to Lodi Pizza. We got to.
Yeah, you fuckers went to Lodi Pizza. I haven't been there in years, man.
Ugh.
Every time I get there, I'm like, son of a bitch. So okay, what's your take from Lodi Pizza? 'Cause it's like world famous shit. Now you're from Bama, right? What's your take on Lodi Pizza?
See, I've had some amazing pizza, like literally, like Pizza Ed and Hartzell I've had today. I have to recommend
Yeah.
because it's Chicago style, but like having OG pizza, that was fucking amazing.
Was that
Like,
cool? Yeah. Dude, we be in there all the time. We cut class all the time. Go to Lodi Pizza. You know, my family would order like the Sicilian pie. I go pick it up. So I moved to Saddlebrooks. I was, it was right down the road from there. Yeah, Lodi Pizza, son of a bitch, man. If I get back up there, I'm hoping to get back up there for a quick visit to see all my cousins and stuff, and got nieces and nephews all over the place up there. I want to go. One of the places I'm stopping is just even if it's for one piece. I'm gonna roll in, get my slice, I'm out. So yeah, you guys suck.
really
But
slices
anyway,
big, like that's still great.
yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. But that's cool, man.
Oh,
So you survived Route 46, I see. So yeah.
got it. It was
I
like,
actually,
I think 2-3 days. That was the other thing. It was just like non-stop adventure the whole way, up and down.
yeah. I can only imagine. Did you guys just stay in the freaking car, or did you grab a room on the way up there, or?
So yeah, that was a mess too. But we found a couple hotels. We were able to stay there. But yeah, just the whole drive was a lot. In the snow.
It is.
And
Yeah. It is. I couldn't imagine doing it crammed in there. I got a full size SUV and I got a little 4.5 occasion and some luggage on. I got plenty of room. You guys run a whole freaking band.
God, yeah, it was five. It was five of us. Like
Wow.
that's when Johnny was
Wow.
just like helping us, with other miscellaneous things. But yeah, that's before he officially joined. So yeah, that was a time.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That's wild. That's wild. Well, when you guys done Kentucky, Nashville, Birmingham, I know for sure. Then Huntsville and stuff like that. But so you've been kind of been all over, doing all these different different events and staying pretty busy. Every time I turn around, something's on Facebook. Hey, we're doing this, doing that. I'm like, holy shit, which is good. You got to stay busy. You got to keep your stuff going. You know, uh, it's a lot of people let stuff fall. It's like, oh well, we're gonna come out and not the Casket Kids. Nope, nope. It's 24/7, 365. You guys are out doing something. So I gotta hand it to you for that. It just keeps going. So that's awesome, dude. So any last questions, Henry?
Yeah, just one more.
No, go ahead, brother.
Well, actually, two more. But
See, I told you.
this one. Speaking of going out and playing places and road trips and things, is there any particular moments on stage that you've played where you've played that kind of stand out and you have like a good memories or something crazy happened? What in that scenario? What what memories stand out the most?
I think the one that stands out the most for me was last year. It was with the Casket Kids. We played Mars Music Hall in Huntsville, and that's like the biggest venue I've personally played. And I think it was about 700 people that came out to that show. It was us, Frog Belly, A Fatal Black, um, Go Go Killers, and Property. I was trying to remember. Sorry, I mixed it up. Property played with us because we played there twice actually. We got. I'm trying to remember right now because there were five local bands on there, but it was just such a great time because that many people came out to come out and support. People I knew, people who knew me, and it's just they brought the energy, and that really made us feel at home, and it made us feel like we're really doing something there. That
Was
was
that the was that the Halloween show?
Property played the Halloween show. It was
Probably
the
paid the Halloween show. That's when that's when I
it
was
was
there.
the
Yeah.
anti V Day show on the
Oh yeah, the anti Valentine's Day show. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
My bloody Valentine thing or something like that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That also it's a regular full size concert hall. You know, so it's a different vibe. You're up on a real stage, real lighting, good PA. I mean, the sound. So it starts on the floor. It's just there is a big difference between that and the smaller venues that we've played up in Huntsville. But
Definitely.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking you were gonna say the best time you had was with Johnny Noyes at at Copper Top or something, but I guess I'll screw him. I mean, the
Yeah,
hell.
always there,
I,
always supporting. We we gotta get you
I,
back up there one day. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I always thought about that, just to bang out one song or something with you guys, and
Yeah,
without the Wolfman mask on, so I couldn't freaking breathe. But yeah, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
yeah,
But oh, definitely, I'll bug Christian about that. Yeah, just
yeah, yeah. I've
good
thought
day.
about it in the past. It'd be cool to because we had Brad come up for a couple songs at our Copper Top show last month. So I was definitely think it would be
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Good Day to Die is pretty basic thrashing song. So but yeah, 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 definitely. So we will keep track of what you guys are doing. Oh, hey, you got one more question, Henry, before we
Yeah, if people want to find out more about Casket Kids and the other bands that you play with, I mean, is there anywhere people can go on social media to find you?
Yeah, we have so the Casket Kids. We have Blue Sky, Facebook. I'm sorry, Instagram. We got all the streaming services and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drop Diver, Instagram, Facebook, all those as well.
Awesome.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so we will keep in touch with you, and as things progress, hit me up. If you got something that's about to break out or whatever, let me know. We'll bring you back on.
Yeah.
And we can talk
Definitely.
about it. I'm hitting Christian up, hitting Paulie up, and we'll get you guys. I'd like to get you guys on all at once if we can handle the mayhem of all you guys. Of all you guys, yeah, I don't know if my computer can take all that, but that would be kind of cool. But I've been talking to Christian on and off. I just spoke to him Saturday coming home from SMC, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, if you got something happening, let us know. Just hit me up, brother, and we'll figure it out. And if not, I'll see you in Nashville again. My wife and I are in Nashville. Here comes Brandon. So what the hell are you doing here by yourself? You go to a concert or something like that, right?
That's when I think I saw Deftones last year, and
Okay.
I turned around and you were just right there, and I was like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, well, look here. I'm not out of the game yet. Maybe a little older, but yeah, we were down at Jelly Rolls, man.
yeah.
There's a singer down there. I forget her name. We met her twice, and for some reason she just took to Janelle. So I got a bunch of pictures with her. She just was just hugging on her. Oh, no. So we were about to go see her again, and then we went to we left Jelly Rolls and went to another club. You got to go early because they got so crowded. That's why we bugged out of there. Once it gets to the point where you can't even move, so let's go. We got to go. So so we hung out there, and but yes, we're walking down Nashville of all places, and here comes Brandon. I'm like, holy shit, what the. But I mean, it's not that far from here. It's like 500 miles, like 100 miles and change, so no biggie. But yeah, but we will keep in touch for sure. We appreciate you coming on and talking to us, and good to see you, man. We'll hook up. I'll be out that way with my new project, so I'm sure we'll hook up sometime or another.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'd
We'll
love
figure
to.
it out, dude. Yeah, definitely. But again, thanks so much. I'm gonna let Henry land the plane here, and it was great having you on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a pleasure, Bren. Um, and that's our show for this evening. And thanks for tuning in, guys. And we will see you in the next video.